What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to Coconut Brick Studios. Today's the big day. I finally announce and start my next Lego Star Wars mock building series. So this has been a long time coming. If you guys remember back during the summer, I was working on the Acclimator mock as kind of my secondary mock project. And then after that, I was supposed to do the Bad Batch, and then there was that whole fiasco with the minifigures and stuff. If you didn't know what was going on there, or if last you knew, I was going to be doing the Bad Batch mock still. I'll put a video up in the top that'll kind of explain what happened there, so I don't have to go into it in this video. Because this video is going to be all about good things. I am very excited. As you guys know, I tend to run 2 mock projects at the same time on this channel, so nothing's going to be changing with Cato and Amoidia. Everything's staying the same there. But I am adding something, but I'm going to be adding a new mock project to the mix. As you guys saw from the teaser and the other hints I've been putting out on Instagram and stuff, you've probably guessed it's Geonosis by now, that I'm going to be doing something Geonosis related. And I've wanted to do something Geonosis related for a long time. So I'm really excited to officially announce that my next Lego Star Wars mock project is going to be the second battle of Geonosis. I'm going to be doing specifically the artillery section where the AV-7 anti-vehicle cannons are positioned, where they fire on the oncoming troops as well as the oncoming super heavy tanks, or whatever they're called. Now that you guys know what the project is, I kind of want to explain a little bit of the why. I kind of already said a little bit about Geonosis. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. I think really any Lego Star Wars mock builder wants to take a crack at Geonosis at some point, and because dark orange is so expensive, I knew it would be a long time before I was able to do a large scale Geonosis mock. And then it hit me the other day, why not do a smaller scale Geonosis mock? I know it seems pretty simple, but I guess I just hadn't really thought of that yet. And the fact that it's kind of gonna be a smaller mock project also gives me the ability to make this kind of a vehicle mock. So a while ago, I put out a poll to see like what kind of mock project people would like to see next, just because the Acclimator was a vehicle mock, and it was a lot of people, a surprising amount of people wanted to see another vehicle mock. So I decided with this one to do a combination of both. Geonosis is a fairly simple planet to build. You know, it's pretty flat. There's some spires and rock formations, but that's about it. So it's not super challenging or complicated. That being said, getting the pieces is a different story. So I figured it would be a great time to remodel and refurbish my old AV-7 anti-vehicle cannons. They are super old. I haven't touched them in a while, and I built them back when I was 12, so you can guess that they might be a little bit outdated. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to be able to include them in a mock, which is something I've been wanting to do for a while, as well as fixing them up at the same time. So this won't be completely accurate to the TV show. In the Clone Wars TV show, I think it's season 2, you get to see the second battle of Geonosis, where, you know, they take down that giant droid factory. So this is going to be roughly based off of that. However, the positioning of the cannons and kind of what's going on in my mock may be a little bit different from the actual scene, just because, you know, they're kind of just plunked down in front of the bridge. But I wanted to do something a little bit more artistic and a little bit cooler, and have them in more of like a permanent setup with maybe some barricades and other cool stuff that'll make for like a little artillery compound area. So now that you guys know the what and the why, it's time to get into the details and the specifics of the mock. All right, it's time to give you guys some more details of what's going on in this mock. So it's probably going to be a pretty rectangular mock. I haven't figured out the exact shape yet, but I did a rough mock up right here. Hopefully you can see it. I feel like it's not showing up super well, but that's okay. I'm pretty bad at drawing anyway. So you can see we're going to have 2 AV-7 anti-vehicle cannons, one right here and then one right here. So this first one's going to be kind of like on the main level of terrain, and then I want to have like a little bit of a plateau and a jump up to a higher section where we're going to have the secondary artillery cannon, and then behind that we'll probably have some spires and maybe like a bit of a mountain. I'm going to go back through and rewatch the scene where these cannons are in the TV show, so I can really figure out like what I want this to look like, just to make it a little bit more accurate to the show. Then I'll probably have some troop barricades here in the front with some clone troopers fighting off Geonosians. Then, you know, we'll have like some artillery, maybe even like a little command table there in the back, depending on if I feel like that's a good fit. I already dug out a bunch of my animated Phase 1 clone troopers. That's the type of clone trooper I'm going to be using, just because that's what you see in the actual episode, and, you know, that takes place, and it's obviously from the animated TV show. This is not all of my dark orange, but it is a pretty good chunk of it. Dark orange is pretty expensive and hard to get, but I've slowly been building up a pretty good supply, so I think I should at least be able to start this mock without having to make any large orders, which is another reason why I kind of decided on this project, is because I was thinking of some other ones, and I would have needed some pretty major orders just to start the project. So this one will be a little bit easier on the wallet. You can see down here on my shelves, we've got one of the anti-vehicle cannons. These things are in pretty bad shape. Part of this, a big chunk of this series is probably going to be rebuilding and renovating these guys just to make them look a little bit more accurate and make them mock worthy. But I'm really excited because I've been wanting to do that for a while. So it'll be nice to be able to combine that with a mock project and kind of kill two birds with one stone. I think that'll be pretty much everything that I'm going to show you for this episode. Even though I didn't actually start building the mock, you can see I've already started to put this series together. I've already got, a big chunk of land that I've been working on. I've got the clone troopers out. I've got the anti-vehicle cannons mostly built. And so I feel like I've got, this is a pretty good start and I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. But next week we'll probably get into laying out the whole mock and figuring out like how big it is and what shape it's going to be. All that being said, it's time to hit the outro. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this new mock building series. Honestly, I've been going back and forth on a lot of different projects over the past couple of months, trying to figure out what I want to do for my next secondary series. I've had a couple different ideas that I was bouncing around, and there just seemed to be so many pros and cons for each. And then as soon as I thought about doing this mock, I just got a ton of clarity and just realized like 100% this is something I could get behind and something that would make me really excited, as well as being something that I think you guys would really like to see as well. I feel like Geonosis mocks always do pretty well and are really cool just because it's such an iconic place. And the nice thing is I feel like I'm doing something that's not been done too often, so hopefully it won't be too boring, because we don't often get to see artillery in action in mocks. As you probably have already guessed, the episodes are going to come out every Thursday, and so either the Tuesday or the Wednesday before that I will have a Building Geonosis live stream, and then that Thursday the episode will come out. I honestly don't know how long this will take me. I don't really have any kind of timetable that I have to hit, so we're just going to go week to week until this bad boy gets wrapped up. All that being said, that wraps up this video. Don't forget to let me know what you guys think about this new series down below in the comments, as well as if you like this video, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you won't miss out on any future updates. But until next time, happy building.